Hey, what's going on? It's Elove here, and I'm trying to figure some things out and make some things happen. I am currently wrapping up my day, and it's wrapping up the week as well because it's Sunday night. And there was, and this is okay. I'm thinking through things, and that's what's going on right now. But I was thinking through just looking at the week and just all the things that I accomplished. Also having my list of all the things that I accomplished. And one thing that it's going to be really important that has led to a lot of my success is going to be time management. Now, when it comes to time management with coaching, it's a little challenging actually for me to really understand and comprehend and to really master because when I'm coaching someone, I'm really there to service them and I want to understand them and I want to be there. I want to make them feel safe and I want to make them feel heard and it's really challenging because I'm asking so many questions. Because before I can present any kind of solutions or ideas, I need to understand as much as possible about the individual, about what they have been through, what they are going through, what they want to achieve, and that can take a long time. And so with coaching, ideally for class, we're meant to be doing 30-minute coaching sessions, and a lot of times I do mine slotted for an hour. I have not mastered the skills of being able to condense a coaching session down to 30 minutes. How do I ask questions and then help them navigate through creating a plan and goals and moving forward? So therefore, I'm taking a longer time, and I know with time I'll be able to condense that as I streamline my processes and understanding how things work. But this is one thing that I'm really starting to learn when it comes to coaching sessions and how to optimize that time. And things that I can do is I always do block out. I block out the hour time frame for them on my calendar, but I also make sure that there's nothing 15 minutes after my coaching session. And then I also communicate to my client that the coaching session is going to be 30 minutes. So these three different aspects help to set me up for success in several ways. It makes sure that I'm using my time wisely and I'm it's allowing me to use my time wisely and more accurately. Like, hey, uh, let's talk about it first. So I said the three things. So one of the things I do is I do block out an hour time frame because I know there's a chance that things are going to go over that time, and I want to make sure that I am able to accommodate and I'm not rushing my client to get through things. And so that hour time frames allow me, maybe they're running late or maybe I'm running late or maybe sometimes we get into really deep conversations and I want to make sure that I can give them that time, additional time to get through and talk about that and then wrap that coaching session up as well. And so I have that time blocked, and then also that additional 15 minutes after my coaching session, I make sure that there's nothing blocked because also I may need time to wrap up something. So I maybe need some text messages, or it actually may go longer than an hour. Like I really try my best to max out an hour, but I think my 2 sessions ago, it was just, we really touched on some really sensitive, time sensitive things. We wanted to make sure that I had that adjustment. So even like once I said we hit that 1 hour mark, I was like, hey, I do have a hard stop at 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and wrap this session up and then we can schedule that next session. So I gave that 15 minutes to schedule the next session and talk about what we're going to be covering in that session. And so I'm blocking out my calendar for an hour and I have that additional 15 minutes on there for emergency situations. I consider that emergency situations for coaching related. Like I really need to we need to figure this out. And then the next thing I do is I do tell my coach, I do start the coaching session with, hey, this is 30 minutes is what it's scheduled for. And so I do have some time in case we do go over, but the time is for 30 minutes. So that's also keeping them mindful because once I get to like 20 minutes, I let them know, hey, we have about 20 minutes here. We are going to start wrapping this up. And sometimes like when we're wrapping up, it comes up really important things. So it ends up going past that sometimes. But it's so they know like, hey, I value you. I really care about what you're saying. And I'm giving you some grace to extend that because I understand this is a sensitive subject. So it does make my client feel a little special there. And they make sure I want to make sure that they feel like I value them as individuals and not just a number or a client. Like you as a person, I get this. Um, And then, so therefore, I communicate expectations when it comes to timing. And also, hey, I'm doing you a favor this time. We can't do this every time, because when it gets to the real world, like, my time is money. And I want to respect my time and my client, my next client, and my next thing on my calendar as well. So I communicate that to them. And then I let them know, hey, this is a special situation where we need to go a little bit further. Just in the future, we will have to I'm going to start wrapping up a little bit earlier with the mindset that this is how long it takes. So I have my hour blocked with my additional 15 minutes blocked. After that, I have clear communication and expectations. And what was the third thing that I said? I do think the third thing would have been that I communicate that during the session. I let them know, hey, we have 15 minutes left. Hey, we have 5 minutes left. What can we do to go ahead and wrap this up? Or let's go ahead and solidify this goal. And then, yes, the third thing is, it's okay to schedule the next session. I don't want to rush a solution. And so sometimes it's best to go ahead and schedule. Hey, I don't think that we can cover in this 30-minute time frame, or we weren't able to cover in this hour, but this is really, really important information. I don't want to rush this. And I communicate this to them, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And then I schedule that next session. And if a next session is scheduled, at this point, talking to my instructor, there are some times that it is my fault that this went too long, because maybe I really wanted to share a story with you, share my experience, or have you elaborate a little bit more on these things. And she was recommending that it is okay to provide a discounted rate or a free session if it does go past that. And this is something that you, like, hey, I need this to happen for this. And so therefore I took my time with this. And so I'm not going to put that onus on that client. Hey, it is my poor time management, or I really wanted to talk about these things. And so therefore I can schedule that follow-up session. I don't think it's always going to be free or discounted, depending on the coaching program that I have, but it is an okay thing to do as a reduced level, to make sure that we're taking our time with the topics and really covering, and we're both getting a good understanding of what elements we need to factor in to create the best project or the best plan for you. We're at 7 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you for listening. Take care, and hopefully I'll talk to you again soon. All right, good night.